everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Jamie and we've been on a Hanna Karlzon marathon, and this is our last picture in that marathon, and it makes me sad, but I also have a very big stack of coloring books over here that are not Hanna Karlzon that I want to look at. So yes, this is from Tillsman's. It is an artist edition of Hanna Karlzon's pictures. I think it came out in like 2017 or something. If I can find it, I will link it down in the description box down below. It is on nice thick cardstock poster board kind of paper. And so I thought we could have some fun with it and use some watercolor pencils. And I'm not very proficient at watercolor pencils, but I thought we could give it a go and have a good time. So I've picked out some colors here to start these girls with. I'm very excited. So yeah, let's get zoomed in and we will get started. Ooh, look at these cuties. Oh my goodness. They're way cute. Have you noticed that in a couple of her books, there are like this set of twins that show up every once in a while? I kind of wonder what that's about. Because we have this picture, and then I noticed in... I think I can remember all of the books. Oh man. I think there was one in the newest book. Let's see. Maybe it's in gold corn, actually. Here's one. This is in Magical Dawn. And then here's one in Jewelry Box. And then we have this one in the artist edition that's not in anything else. And that might be all of them. I don't know, I just find it interesting. Seeing if there's any others. I don't remember there being any others that are on the same page like this. No, I don't. So I don't know. I don't know what this story is. Maybe there isn't a story, but I just think it's kind of cute that these, and they look kind of similar. Maybe just because there's two of them and they're in Hanna Karlzon style, but I like them a lot. So I'm excited to color them. I'm a little nervous to color them with watercolor pencils, but we'll give it a go. Okay. All right, let's start with some hair. So I think on this girl over here, we're going to start with some Vermilion A051. Now, Arteza has their colored pencils and then their watercolored pencils. And they are named the exact same. They are the exact same colors. Just one is water soluble and one is not. So we're starting with the water soluble colors, and then we may later build on them with the non-soluble ones, but we will see. These are such beautiful pencils. I would color with these even if I didn't add water. They're great. I really recommend them. I love them. They are a good price. They're wax based, which is Prismas. Now, you know, all colored pencils have both wax and oil. It's just which is more prominent. And these definitely, Artezas, feel like a wax pencil, which is my coloring preference. It doesn't take as many layers. That's why it's my preference, because I am a mom of 3 boys and I don't have time. I wish I had more time, but I don't. And yeah, so having a color pencil that works a little faster is just great for me, because then I feel like I get things done and I accomplished something, which is important with my personality, to feel like I've accomplished something. When I go too long without feeling like I've accomplished something, it doesn't matter how many things I've done in a day. I just feel pretty lousy. Okay, so I'm just going to do that much hair and then I'll finish it by myself. Okay, this is Coral. This is A46. And we're going to just build that right on top and blend it out. This is kind of my hair color at the moment. Depends on how much color conditioner I use when I wash my hair. But yeah, my hairdresser kind of made it a coppery color at the roots, and then it fades down to this light corally pink. It looks very natural. It's like if pink were a natural hair color. It's what it would be. Hers we're going to make a little more fantastical than mine is. But it would be nice. I've had so much fun doing all of these pictures and in so many different ways. When we finish this picture, I think there'll be a part 1 and a part 2 of this picture. And then we'll go through all of my completed Hanna Karlzon pictures. And there are a lot of them. And yeah, I'm excited about that. That will be fun. It's been a long time since I've done a completed pictures video, so that will be kind of fun. Alright, this is Peaches and Cream, which is 022. And I'm just going to put this on the end. I had a hard time picking what picture I wanted to do. Sometimes I have that problem. But I also noticed as I went through like marking all my finished coloring pages, because I'm getting ready for that video, that I have quite a few unfinished pictures. And maybe we need to do like some videos where we look at some unfinished pictures and see what we can do to finish them. It's just an idea. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. My husband is home. I'll see you in a minute. Alright, let's add some water to this and see what happens. I have a number 4 Black Velvet watercolor brush. I love these brushes for watercolors. So nice. which I don't do a lot of watercolors, but I try. So let's see what we can do with blending this with some water. I don't even know if that really changed it. Let's see. In this bigger spot. Okay, I mean, yeah, blended it. I don't know. These are great pencils even if you don't add water to them. But okay. All right, we'll let that dry and look at it in a second. For the other hair tone, let's take, this is Ginger, it's A112. And let's put that at the roots. I want her to be more of a blondie. We'll see how it goes. I do like how much pigment is laid down. It's very nice. I haven't used them very much. I don't use watercolor pencils very often, but need to practice because I'm not very good at them. Okay, and then we're going to use Honey 076. Curly's floating around here, if you can hear him in the background. He's going to school in a few minutes. He has, he goes to school like 3 weeks of the summer. They like space it out, so he had 1 week in June and then 2 weeks in July that he goes. It's called the extended school year. It's just so that they don't go a whole 3 months without going to school, because it's just rough for them, for kids with autism and other special needs. It's harder for them to retain the information they've learned and to stay in the... Hi, Betty. I'm just talking. I'm filming. What are you doing?
Is this day?
You
got the parts?
No, it's just a commercial over there. It's paused. It's hard for them to go 3 months and retain the information. This is jasmine yellow that they've acquired over the school year, and then to keep their routines and stuff. So he goes just 3 weeks of the summer, and they're only half days. But it just helps them maintain what they've learned and to stay in the habit of going to school so that they don't have such a big transition again when the school year restarts. Though this year he is transferring into a new class. So he's in what's called a cluster class. And so he's been in the same class with the same kids and the same teacher for the last 3 years, and now he's transferring to a different cluster class, and so he'll have new kids in his class and a new teacher this year, so it'll be a little bit of a harder transition. Ooh, I like that. I like that they both have kind of light hair. All right, let's add some water to this blonde. I like the color that it came out. I'm gonna start and kind of come up so that we get the most concentrated color at the root. I think, let's see. So, yes, Curly went to school. He's so excited. He loves it. Last summer was hard for him because because of COVID, he didn't go to school from March until August. And that was really rough because he's gone to school. The first time he went to school was on his 3rd birthday. And yeah, and then he's gone year round ever since then. And he's gonna turn 10 this year. So it's rough for him to be home all the time. He definitely likes going. He just runs out there to the bus with the biggest smile on his face. He's so excited. He loves it. Go see his friends and his teacher. Have some structure. It's really good for him. He rides the bus because his class that he's in is not in our neighborhood elementary school, so it's a little further away. It's not horrible. It's in our school district, and it's just where they've placed him for his class. So I've always had kids in multiple schools. My other 2 go to the neighborhood school. So it's good, and I have wonderful neighbors who help me out because I have to be home when the bus comes to get him off. They won't release him to anybody else. Just me and my husband. And so I can't leave to go get my other kids from the neighborhood preschool, or a neighborhood school, which is about a mile away. And yeah, I just haven't felt, my 4th grader, I guess he's gonna be, is he 5th this year? Oh my gosh. Maybe he's old enough to walk that by himself, but I think he is old enough and responsible enough. And I trust him. I just don't know that I trust the rest of the world to leave him alone and let him do it. I don't know. And now he'll have his 1st grade brother this year with him. So I'm just very grateful that I have amazing neighbors who bring them home to me every day. just amazing. I love it. So this is giving it a little more of a painterly look, which is kind of fun. Again, I'm not great with watercolor pencils. I just haven't used them very much. I did pull my other watercolor pencils out. Well, maybe we'll try some of them too. They're the Carandosh, Ochre, Museum Ochre. So maybe we'll add a few of them in here and see how they do. I haven't used them in quite a while, but I do remember liking them the most that I've ever liked a watercolor pencil when I did try them last. So my goodness, my voice does not want to be a morning person. That is the truth. Doesn't want to be awake. So like this. My hubby took my other two kids with him to go run like a whole bunch of errands. I'm sure he'll be tired of them, but I really appreciate it so that I could film, because it's been a little bit difficult this summer. I don't know. Been feeling a little discouraged the last little bit with everything. I don't know. It's just hard. I enjoy making videos and I enjoy coloring and doing art, and I like feeling like I have a goal and something to accomplish, but I've been doing too much comparing to other people lately. I think I need to just kind of fall back into my own world and not compare. It's not fair to myself or to anybody else, so. It's hard though, isn't it? I think we all do it on occasion, like compare ourselves or think things aren't fair or something. I don't know, I hate that word. Because I don't expect things to be fair. It's not the way the world works. And yeah, I'm always going over that with my kids, especially where they all have such different needs, that things definitely, for things to be fair, they're definitely not equal. And yeah, because each person needs to get what they need rather than what they want or what someone else needs or wants. You know what I mean? It's funny, I taught a church lesson this last Sunday on that exact topic, and it is one that I think about quite often. I'm assigned my topics, I don't pick them, but I kind of needed it this time, you know? Like I was like, you know, I've been kind of doing this myself, like doing too much comparing, doing too much. I need to just stop, appreciate what I have and be grateful for it. So. Right now I'm very grateful for quiet time. Ooh, it's so nice. All right, I want to try to blend this top out a little more. Let's see. I don't know if we'll be able to without adding more pencil, but where they're watercolor and not inks. Like the Inktense pencils are inks, so like once they dry, you can't reactivate them, but these we should be able to a little bit. Okay. All right, well, let all that hair dry because we did the other side as well. I really like those hair colors. I might want to darken them up in the shadows a little bit, but we'll do that later after they dry. Okay, let's like put in their eye color since we're, and then we'll kind of move those pencils out of the way. So I kind of I have like piles here of what goes with what girl. Okay, so this is the Periwinkle Blue 68. And we're gonna put that in first. And that's a pretty color. Pretty, pretty. Okay, and then I grabbed Egyptian Blue, which is number 55. And we need to put in some shadows along the top and the bottom. Just broke my lid a little bit. So here's a little on the top, or bottom, and then a little on the top. Okay. All right, and then let's put the pencil in for our other girl. I want her to have like green eyes, like kind of an earthy green. So I picked Pear Green 100. And then I picked, what is this? Olive Green 155. There we go. Pretty. Okay, then let's add some water to that and see what happens. Bright and beautiful. Okay, I like how that one has a little more lightness in here, So let's see if we can pull some of that out of this eye a little bit. Okay, use my little handy dandy rag that I use instead of a paper towel because I'm trying to do my part for the environment. Plus I really like those rags. They're like microfiber, I don't know, they're just really nice. I use them in the kitchen. They hold a ton of water, clean my dishes well, clean up messes well, and they work great for a rag in my art room too, so I'm all for it. I'll add them to my favorites off of Amazon, I think. So if you've been looking for something like a paper towel or sponge replacement in your home, you can check them out because they're really great. Okay, I love that green. That is beautiful. Yes, yes. pretty, pretty girls. I love it. Love it, love it. Okay, let's look at some skin combinations. So, let's see. I grabbed apricot for my lightest color. So we'll just, trying to decide if I want to do, yeah, we'll do a base coat of this. So we'll just slightly put in this apricot. Pretty. My husband and I have been watching Ink Masters in the evening time. I don't know, he likes to watch shows like that because he's not home a lot or he's really tired, and so to keep up with something that has a plot is really hard for him because he will like fall asleep while it's going. So yeah, so he likes watch shows like that, and I love the art aspect of it. And I think even though I don't have any tattoos and I don't plan on getting any tattoos, I still think they are beautiful, and if done correctly, oh my goodness, or artistically, like they can be so beautiful. And I don't know, it's fun to see them do such beautiful art in a way that I can't even imagine how that works. So it's a lot of fun. But anyways, while we watch it in the evenings, I've been drawing on my tablet, and I've been drawing some girls. Surprise, surprise. Can't believe it. I'm drawing portraits. Who would have guessed? Anyways, so I've been drawing these girls, and I kind of want to print one off and color it. Would you guys be interested in coloring, like seeing me color one of my own pages? I don't know. Is it weird? Maybe I'll make a coloring book. Okay, still putting down that light apricot color. Sophie's curled up on the yellow chair over there, and she is snoring. She is. Okay. All right, let's go to, this is cinnamon, number 27, and we will put in some shading. I'm just mapping this out how I would with regular colored pencils, and then just trying to blend it with the water. Sophie, you're snoring. She sleeps in our bed, and we'd never thought we'd have an animal sleep in our bed with us. We don't let our kids sleep in our bed. We didn't think we'd ever have an animal in there either, but She's so funny. When we got her, she was 2. We got her in September of 2020. And she was 2, and she'd been with like 5 other dogs. And so I don't think that she'd ever really been by herself. And it was so sad. She would just cry in her kennel at night, and I just couldn't handle it. And I was like, if I want to get any sleep at all, I've got to just let her come lay with me. So she has, and now I don't know. I'd be like, where is she if she wasn't there? But she's so funny. Like, I've gone to tell my husband goodnight, you know, when we talk, you know, and then like time to go to sleep. I'm going to sleep, so like, good night, and he'll like lean over and give me a kiss, you know. And there's been times that like she'll give me the kiss instead, or she'll try to give me a kiss instead. She's so funny, so I get like this lick instead of a kiss. And then the other night she was next to me, and then all of a sudden she like starts like moving all over the place, and I'm like, what in the heck? And then all of a sudden she settles back down, and she has gotten herself underneath the blanket with her head sticking out, and her head is on my pillow, and then her body is so I'm like, are you a dog or a person? Which are you? She's so funny. I think she thinks she's a person instead of a dog. Let's put in some shading lightly. Everything's been lightly. These are pretty pigmented pencils. I've kind of done this a little bit messy. I hope it will blend all out. Okay. I'm going to grab the Burnt Ochre 113, and this color is a little bit lighter than the last, so we'll like go over it and then pull it out a little bit past. I'm just going right over the stars and freckles. We'll add, or I guess it's freckles, I don't know. We'll add them back in with a marker or something, gel pen or something later. So I don't want to color around them. It's too tedious for me today. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the apricot and put another like light dusting of this color all over everything. Okay, and then I want to take a little bit of a darker color. This is Espresso Brown, and I want to put this just in like those deep dark shadows. Just right up there under the hairline. I think that really makes it pop when we have that darker shadow there. I definitely want this in the shadow of her eye. Give it some dimension. Put it over here as well. Maybe just down like the side of her cheek a little bit, and then definitely underneath her chin a little bit. Alrighty, let's add some water to her. Ooh, let's see how it goes. Alright, I have a little bit of a bigger brush. This is an 8. We were using a 4 before. her forehead. I like it. Okay. I do like that it has a bit of a painterly look because it is watercolor. So it's going to have that. Trying to make sure I keep those shadows in the shadowy sections of her face and not move them to lighter areas. I think I can see much more of a difference after adding the water to the face than I did with the hair. So that's good. And maybe it was just because I had put more color into the hair. I don't know. I left this more, the skin more sparse so that the paint can fill in for me. Okay. All right, we will let that dry, and I'm going to do the same thing with the other face. Yes, yes. All right, so here we are so far. I think they look great. Like I said, I'm not real proficient at watercolor pencils. I think we will add some dry pencil to put in a little more detail at the end. But I think overall, we're getting somewhere. This will be the end of part 1. I hope that you will find part 2 in a few days, and yeah, watch that with me as well. I am so thankful for all of you that are here, that are watching and are leaving comments, likes, shares, and of course subscribed. And yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome weekend, that you find time to relax, take some deep breaths, throw some color around, and just feel good. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!